you guys another installation here dealing with fractions and money and how they're related to decimals. This one's going to be pretty short because it's just an addition to the video that you saw last time. So last time we looked at a number like 31.6, and we discussed in that video that the 3 is in the tens place, the 1 is in the ones place, and the 6 is in the tenths place. And I wrote this out for you, T-E-N-T-H-S, tenths place. Well, today we're going to look at the place after the tenths place, which would be over here, and that is called the hundredths place. H-U-N-D-R-E-D-T-H-S, hundredths. And it's just like the tenths place, it's fairly easy to read if we throw a digit in there. Let's put in a 4. You would read this number as 31. If you remember, the decimal point here is and, 31 and 64 hundredths. So that's what the video is going to focus on, how to read numbers like that, how those numbers are related to fractions, and how those numbers are related to money. So let's look at another number. We'll keep this one pretty simple. Let's just go with 1.46. Now you should already be realizing that we would read this as 1 and 46 hundredths. The hundredths place would be over there. So it would be 1 and 46 hundredths. As a fraction, that would look like this. 1 and 46 one-hundredths. And as a decimal, you can see it up there. It's 1 and 46 hundredths. In terms of money, well, we should realize by now in 4th grade that there are 100 pennies in a dollar. So we're talking about one whole dollar and 46 one-hundredths of another dollar, which would look like this. $1 and 46 cents. So you can see how decimals, fractions, and money are all related. $1 and 46 cents would be the same as 1 and 46 one-hundredths, which would be the same as 1 and 46 one-hundredths. Let's look at another one. This time we'll go with 21.65. Right? This would be read as 21 and 65 hundredths. The hundredths place is over here on the right. As a fraction, that would be 21 and 65 one-hundredths. And as money, that would be $21 and 65 cents. Right? 65 one-hundredths of a dollar is the same as 65 cents. That's about as hard as it's going to get today. Let me just show you one more where it might get a little tricky, but still not difficult. Now, you might see numbers today that look like this. 1.07. Now, as a decimal, you would read that as 1 and 7 hundredths, because you read the place that the 7 is in. As money, that would be $1 and 7 one-hundredths of a dollar, or 7 cents. So this would be $1 and 7 pennies. And as a fraction, it would be 1 and 7 one-hundredths. Okay? Don't get confused. Sometimes you're going to be looking at this and may think that's 70 one-hundredths, but that would be pretty simple. It's just 1 and 7 one-hundredths, because the 7 is in the hundredths place. And same thing down here. It's $1 and 7 hundredths, which would be the same as 7 pennies. That's about it. That should help you pretty easy with the lesson today and be a good guide. See you guys in a bit.